Right, okay, so Atlantis, how can we feel our way into heaven on earth this week? What is our path? What is our path to Utopia, personally and collectively? Okay, the unicorns, great. And I'm also, because we've had just about every card so far now, from the Atlantis deck, I'm also going to choose a card from the Archangel Michael deck, just to go with it and see what prayer we have. Okay, fine. Okay, I get it. Okay, so, right. Unicorns. Let's just read the card. In the golden age of Atlantis, unicorns helped maintain purity and divine innocence. These seventh dimensional, pure white ascended horses radiated light that looked like a spiraling horn from their third eyes. They could direct a beam of pure energy into people. They are returning now to help our planet to ascend as they touch us with dignity, love, beauty, grace and healing, and reconnect us with our soul essence. And what really stuck out there for me was that sense of this spiral of light, because I actually have a sense that this is something that can be used to connect with our third eyes, to clear the third eye, to clear the crown, because they're such pure beings of light. So it's just kind of being impressed upon me. And I'm actually feeling that presence quite nearby now. It's being impressed upon me that if you actually, you know how people talk about locking horns, if you actually ask your unicorn to come closer to you, they can help to clear your third eye and clear your crown. So that's another way of doing that. That's fantastic. Because I usually ask Archangel Michael, but anyway, too much information. So, right, the cards, the information on the card, the message on the card is, if you draw this card, the unicorns wish to connect with you. Find time to be quiet, preferably out in nature. Think about them and allow them to touch you with the qualities of dignity, love, beauty and grace. They may offer you healing or reconnect you to your soul essence. Remain open to a message from them today or this week, let's say. Be prepared for unicorn energy to touch you. And that card is the number 22, which seems really relevant for some reason as well. And the interesting thing is that I've got this card to go with it, which is the romance angels are helping you. And the prayer, okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about, somebody's just said, say my guide Peter, say a little bit about how it connects first. Right, so my feeling about how it connects is this. Okay, we are moving into a time of greater purity, regardless of whether or not we're seeing that much evidence of it in the rest of the world. We're not going to talk about all of that because we're staying in this high frequency place for now. And of course we will dip our toes into the other from time to time, just to look at it, to keep perspective and balance, and so that we know what the overall perspective. We have to place this within a context, so we cannot be in denial of those realities. I feel very strongly about that. We have to have something, we have to see the contrast. Although we are moving into a time of less duality, in fact potentially of no duality, of slight contrast, even though that is what we're moving towards, it's still important for us at this stage to keep noticing what appears to be real, so that we can create from out of that. Sometimes that can be the greatest motivation. Our frustration with what appears to be real can be a really, really powerful motivating factor. And what I'm feeling with this is that as we become more pure energetically, and as we hurtle towards this ascension energy, and as it propels us forward, this co-creation between us and the earth, and its polarity shift, and you know, the polar shift, and all of the energies that are moving that into place, and the energies that are coming from the fact that it's happening. It's constantly a co-creation, and as we find ourselves caught up in that more and more, every aspect of our lives is coming into question, and we are being asked to look at them in truth and purity. And one of the things that feels it's going to be very powerful this week is for us to look at our connections, our relationships with truth and purity. And also there is going to be a big push for us to be with the right person. I feel that quite strongly. Interesting, I didn't get this kind of energy in Libra, but which is about relationships and partnerships, but it feels very, very ancient. It's very much it's time for that old connection to come into our lives, or for us to recognize it if it's already there, or for us to be clearing away what isn't it in order to make way for it to come into our lives. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say on that. And I'm just going to read it. And the card says, Romance angels are helping you. And the prayer is, Dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us the motivation to make healthful life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello, so that we can eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. So it's going to be a great week for that. It's sort of preparation, either the preparation where we continue to bring ourselves back into a pure space of love, a pure space regarding our motivations and our expectations in relationships. Why do we become connected? What is it? Are we really, really in the space where our hearts are wide open, and what we're finding there is something that's very, very, very much based on just that connection, heart to heart, soul to soul, spirit to spirit. Nothing else in the world needs to exist except that. And everything else is just built from that place upwards. So it's a time for us to really, really be evaluating that. And if it's not there, it's a time for us to be preparing the space for it to be there by saying no to the things that are not of that truth. And it could also be the time to recognize that it's already there, and to ask for help with seeing it, with seeing the truth of it. So have a great week, everyone. Ask your unicorn to clear your crown chakra and your third eye, so that you can see the truth of love, so that you can see the truth of those connections. And if you're not in one, or looking for one, or preparing for one, then just enjoy the purity and truth and beauty of your own immortal soul. And I'll be back sometime soon. Okay, bye.